How love differs between our parents' time and Gen Z. What it means for today's parents. Hey everyone. Today I want to share a story that's super relatable and full of heartfelt emotions about love. Love from our parents' era and how Gen Z loves today. Honestly, just thinking about it, you can already feel how different things are. Technology and social media have changed everything. From how young people connect, date, to how they keep relationships going. So, what's the difference? And more importantly, how does it affect the way we parent? I'll go over the main points first. Then dive into each part so you can picture it clearly. Key points first. Thanks to social media and tech, Gen Z has way more chances to connect with people far and wide. They can flirt and meet others from all over the world in creative ways our parents could never have dreamed of. But with that comes risks. And as parents, we need to pay attention, because love in the digital age isn't always smooth sailing. From online harassment to jealousy on social media and new pressures kids face. It all calls for understanding and support from us. Alright, let's dig into the details now. I'll walk you through each part so you can see the differences and feel the mix of excitement and concern in this story. Expanding the dating pool. Guys, picture this. Back in our parents' day, finding someone to date was so simple. They'd usually meet someone from their class, their school, or maybe the neighborhood. If it stretched further, it'd be like a friend introducing them to a cousin from another school. It felt close-knit and familiar, right? But for Gen Z, oh wow, it's like the whole world's opened up to them. Social media lets them connect with friends, and even total strangers, from every corner of the globe. I read from the Pew Research Center that about 8% of teens say they're dating someone they first met online. Isn't that wild? So many opportunities. But as a parent, I think we've got to keep an eye out. Because not everyone online is trustworthy. Flirting mostly online. Do you ever hear your parents talk about how they flirted back in the day? It was all about those little moments. Like stealing glances in math class or a quick chat in the hallway. Shy, nerve-wracking, but so sweet. Now with Gen Z it's a whole different game. They can share a funny story or a sweet message with anyone. Anytime. Through social media. In the blink of an eye. The whole world knows who they're crushing on. Studies say over 50% of teens use social media to show their feelings. I'm amazed by how bold they are. But I also worry. Sometimes that openness can lead to misunderstandings or worse. Online harassment. Okay, this part gives me chills. Harassment. Back in our parents' time, if someone bothered them, it might have been prank calls that got hung up fast. Or maybe a crush riding their bike past the house a few too many times. Creepy, sure, but manageable. But for Gen Z it's way more intense. They might get unwanted messages, even explicit photos, or face serious harassment online. Some teens have had to block or unfriend people acting out of line on social media. It makes me realize parenting today isn't easy. We've got to teach our kids how to stay safe in this wild digital world. Jealousy on social media. Hey, have any of you ever felt jealous? In our parents' day, it might have been seeing their crush chatting with a hometown friend or overhearing the football quarterback flirting with their sweetheart in the hall. Jealousy happened, but it stayed small. For Gen Z though, it's next level. They can see everything online, comments, likes, even public chats between their partner and someone else. About 27% of teens say social media makes them feel jealous or unsure about their relationships. I feel for them. It's not just emotions anymore. It's magnified by what pops up on their screens. Constant contact through tech. Can you imagine this? Our parents would sit by the phone, waiting to see if their crush called on a Friday night. And if they did, mom or dad might pick up first. If they couldn't talk over the weekend, they'd have to wait until Monday to hear what happened. But Gen Z? They know what their partner's up to all day long. A survey said 85% of teens expect to hear from their partner at least once a day. And 11% want contact every hour. It's sweet, but also intense. I think we need to teach our kids balance, so love doesn't turn into control. More ways to break up. Now, breakups. Every era has its heartache. But the delivery's so different. For our parents, it was usually a phone call, a face-to-face talk, or in rare cases, a handwritten letter full of emotion. For General Z, tech makes it quick and clean. A text, a Facebook post, or even an email, and it's over. No awkward, it's not you. It's me, moments to face. I find it convenient but a little cold. Maybe we should guide our kids to end things kindly, even if it's through a screen. Sexting. Lastly, let's talk about something sensitive, sexting. Back in our parents' day, sending a risque photo wasn't easy unless you had a Polaroid camera. It was rare and private. But for General Z, smartphones and social media make it effortless. They can share nude pics or webcam shots, sometimes under pressure, sometimes just flirting. It worries me so much, because one impulsive moment can have big consequences. As parents, we need to talk to our kids, not to ban it, but to help them understand and protect themselves. Closing thoughts. So, friends, after sharing all this, I feel a mix of fascination and concern. Love in our parents' time versus Gen Z is worlds apart. But one thing stays the same. Every parent wants their kid to be happy and safe. Social media opens doors, but it's full of risks too. I think parenting today means understanding and walking alongside our kids, so Gen Z can love confidently yet safely. What do you think? Got any stories about love back then or now to share with me?